Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this video here is not going to be about me playing the game. It's going to be me discussing my problem with gaming today. A problem I have been noticing the last month or so, maybe even more than that. But at any rate, if you've been on my channel before, you can look through and see that I love playing action games. I love especially those games that are what they call Souls-like games. But I've been having an issue lately. One of my issues is the availability of games. Am I talking about, when games come out? No, I'm not. I'm talking about, like for instance, Thymesia. When I heard this game was coming out, I was super excited. I was super stoked. I really wanted to play it. So on the day it was due to be out, I went to GameStop. I'm like, can I get Thymesia? The guy was like, what? That what? He looked on his little computer, could not find it at all. Okay, that's fine. So I'm figuring, well, maybe this is just one of those games that, they just didn't, release yet. So I went back home to check, and I found out that, hey, no, this was the day it was supposed to come out. So why didn't the store have it? Why didn't even know what I was talking about? So I really wanted to play it, so I went ahead and I downloaded it. Now, to be honest with you, I'm old school. I've been playing games since the 80s. I guess that's telling my age. I love to get, the box in my hand and open it. They used to back in the day have, the little books you can read that teach you how to play the game. They don't have that no more. They don't have instruction manuals games no more. But that's okay. I'm fine with them just having the little, the little game in the box, and you can they do the tutorials within the game. I am totally fine with that. One might say I even like that better. It's easier for me to, to learn why the game is playing, and they walk me through the steps than me actually reading through. I didn't really have a problem back then with doing that, but I'm fine with that. So, I was not happy because, I wanted to buy the game. I wanted to have the disc. When I want to, I could take the disc out and just put a new one in and just keep on going. But I didn't have that option. So I said, okay, well, maybe this game here is just an only online exclusive. Maybe they only releasing it online. You had to download, which I'm not a fan of. It's kind of forcing me to do what I really don't want to do. Now, I know a lot of the younger players, they prefer to download games. That's how they want to do things. I don't want to. I want to have something I can, hold on to, for memory purposes, and on top of that, I want to be able to, like I said, take it in and switch it out like I want to, not try to download everything and make space on my console and have to buy all these external storage devices, to keep up with all these games. Anyway, but that wasn't it. Fast forward a little bit later, Still Rising come up. So I once again, I'll tell you the truth, this time I checked to make sure I knew exactly what day the game came out, and I went on that day that the game was to come out. I had double checked. Before I went to the store, I checked, let me make sure this game is coming out today. So I get there, GameStop again. I asked them about Still Rising. Okay. They tell me, well, we don't have it. That's progress. They at least knew what I was talking about. They checked and they said, oh, well, it was supposed to be here today, but it never arrived. Whoever they get their games from did not deliver the game. So this happened again. Now, to tell you the truth, I think it was a little bit before this here. I had went to go get Pac-Man Repack for my son, and The same thing happened with that. They didn't have that game either. You know, same problem. It was supposed to be out, but for whatever reason, it wasn't delivered to them. Luckily, this time I was able to walk over to Target, and Target had one. Yeah, just one. But anyway, back to Still Rising. They didn't have it. So I tried the little trick I did with my son. I walked over to Target. They didn't have it either. So once again, I'm looking for a game to be out the day it was supposed to be out. I go there the days it was supposed to come out. Go to the store to buy it, and they don't have it. And what I have to do again? Go ahead and download it. So now I'm starting to see a trend here. Like, this keeps on happening. I can see it was one time, okay, it's a fluke, but if this is the third game that's happening again, then it's like maybe this is on purpose. Why? That's my question. Why? It seems like they're trying to force me to pretty much download games. So I went ahead and I checked on Amazon to see if the Amazon had it, and Amazon had it. They could have delivered to me within 2 days, but I said, nah, I don't want to do that. I was like impatient. I want to play today, so I went ahead and downloaded it. So now, I'm like, hey, they trying to force me to, just download games. My conspiracy theory, radar is at an all-time high at this point here. So fast forward a couple days ago. Now I'm gonna mess this name up, so all my diehard gamers, please forgive me. I can't remember exactly the name of this game, but it was called Valkyrie Elysium or something of that nature. Had came out a couple of days ago. So once again, I'm all excited. I can't wait to play it. I go to GameStop. They don't have it. Target don't have it. Now, what is GameStop telling me? Oh, well, it's due to COVID and stuff like that. I'm like, nah. Let's start with that COVID excuse. COVID, yeah, COVID is still around, but in the day, this is not 2 years ago when everything was locked down. This is not the same time. You can't say nothing about, if the manufacturing is down because of COVID and things of that nature. No, I don't want to hear that. Even when COVID was going on, even when people could not get their hands on a PlayStation 5, or somehow my wife got me one for that Christmas, somehow. Had 5 computers out at the same time, But anyway, back to the story. Even at that time, I can still go in the store and see lots of copies of Demon Souls. I'm like, dang boy, I kind of want to play that. So whenever I'm gonna get that game, not knowing that I was getting one for Christmas. I was like, whenever I get me a PlayStation 5, I'm gonna get that. See Demon Souls everywhere. Ratchet and Clank, that was everywhere. The last few years, whatever game I want to get, I can just go. This is during COVID, and just buy it. So now all of a sudden, due to COVID, games are slow. Production is slowing down. I'm not talking about game consoles. I'm talking about video games. No. Now my conspiracy radar is to the max. I think they're trying to make people download. They don't want to send their stuff to stores no more. They want people to download everything strictly from their server. And I don't want to be forced to do something I don't want to do. I just got a problem with that. I want to be able to have the game. I want to open the box and take the CD out of the box and put it in my game. I don't want to sit there and download stuff to, um, off the internet. I don't want to have to use up all my space for games. And then what? Am I going to keep on buying all um, these external the SD cards just to have games now? Why? I know some people say, well, if you delete the game, to make space, then it'll still be in the cloud. No, I don't want it in the cloud. I want it in my hand. I can't see the cloud, but I can see the stuff in my bin. You know, who's to say 5 years from now I'll forget that thing was even in there? But I'll never forget what's in my bin because I can always open and look in it. So that I mean, old school, whatever you want to call it, that's just the way I am. Everybody does things differently. Let the people who want to download everything. Let those of us who want to actually, buy the actual game, have in hand a hard copy. Let us have our hard copy. Don't cut out everything just because you don't want to pay the middleman or go through the middleman. And then the thing is, why the price is still the same? You're not shipping it nowhere, so why? You don't have to pay for gas to ship the games out. So why can't the online downloads be cheaper? I mean, if they was $15 to $20 cheaper, then hey, maybe I might have to just go ahead and stop, buying hard copies and go ahead and download it. But no, it's the same exact price. It's still $60 or $70. You're not shipping nowhere. You don't have to get no truck, pay no driver, pay the gas to ship it. No, you know, it should be something cheaper. And I get it. You want to save money. What can I save money to? you know. But at the end of the day, I'll be glad to pay the $60 or whatever. Just give me my hard copy. That's my problem with gaming right now. I got another problem too. When I'm looking at some of these games, the day it come out, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and record, be one of the first to record, you know. And when I look at it, days or weeks before the game come out, there's people already, you know, uploading the full game on YouTube. So how are they getting this early access? Why are you picking who gets early access? Everybody's been the same to get it at the same time. I want you to learn about this game the same time I'm learning. And I get it. It makes business sense, to those people who are popular on YouTube, to give them the stuff so people can see the game and be interested in the game. And it might get you more sales. I get it. The business aspect of what they think, but at the same time, the human aspect of me watching, that's not fair. You should get the same time I get it. Who are you? That's the way I feel. Yeah, yeah, you got a ton of subscribers. I don't have that many. You got a ton of views. I don't have that many, but still, at the same time, sorry about that. But like I was saying, at the same time, everyone should just get the game at the same time, no matter what. You know, that's just the way I feel because it's just gonna be the same people getting all the views, and no one else can climb up and get more views. It's just not fair. But back to my original complaint about games. One thing I will say is I'm being a little stubborn this time, and I'm going to just wait for 2 days for Amazon to send me Valkyrie Elysium. I'm not going to download it this time. I had refused. I went ahead and started playing Crash Bandicoot. I said I'll just wait till whenever they do send the game to the store. But When I thought about it, um, I've been playing, Still Rise for some weeks now, and it's still not in the stores. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just order it from Amazon. And I'll be playing it in a few sometime this week. Um, that's just the way it is. From now on, I might just have to just order games from Amazon. So if you're one of those old school people like me who want to have a hard copy in your hand and don't want to do all this downloading and stuff like that, you know, you can always order it on Amazon. Might have to wait a couple of days, but you can get it there. But at the same time, you can also order before it come out if you want to be, sure and safe. You can order a few days before it come out, and they will send it to you, on the day it's supposed to come out. You know, um, so there are options for us. Anyway, y'all have a good one and take care.